An introduction to desktops on the web. This is about creating computerized working practices for which currently only digitized versions of paperwork are available. The field is too diverse and the cost of purpose-made information technology too high for a traditional champion, but another type of champion can attract practitioners and technologists to come together on the web to create different novel solutions. This champion is called a nameset. A nameset is a compound identifier. The example running in the machine identifies its own nameset hierarchy of parts with classes, categories and automated key-value devices needed to make them work. The assembly is of universal application, so it is in this sense that namesets champion widespread computerization. Namesets are stored as specially punctuated plain text called JavaScript Object Notation, JSON. Spreadsheets become really cumbersome and wasteful as soon as more than 2 sets of headings are required. Comprehensive JSON paper type records are simply overwhelming. But JSON is also machine-readable, so simple computer code can transform each nameset into website components that work as authentic machine parts using hyperlink energy, the spark of information technology. Apart from the machine, an energized nameset can also work, for example, as a building project machine. Its names represent relevant objects and their addresses in the physical world. When appropriately set up, its information can use simple code modules to analyze itself in multiple ways. For example, selection of a crosslink class nameset automatically analyzes groupings, collections or objects matching values of a designated key. With such automated support, individuals quickly expand the web beyond online websites by assembling namesets into meaningful combinations on their local displays, using selection, cloning, recycling and, as a last resort, typed input. The resultant mechanized associative index and the monitors it controls transforms the desktop into a kind of distributed video editor for work in progress. A video is only published, as here, if it is needed for non-interactive presentation. For a building project, for example, the devices demonstrated here are built into the default location, its machine. Text voice commentary is repurposed for communications between diverse collaborators and contributors, with view and animation capture used for processes where outcome or sequence is the respective concern. All work within a web environment with no requirement to launch and move from one specialist application to another. This is made possible with HTML5 and associated code, NWJS desktop web technology and discrete personal, shared and public plain text namesets. One nameset is coupled to a machine at a time, avoiding duplication of identities, code and content. All this falls within the concept of one web, two systems, radically expanding the web beyond IT aspirations for diversified and deep-rooted benefit to society as a whole. Machines have been proposed before, the technology just was not available to bring the ideas into reality. But now the future has much to offer. It includes the prospect of consensual advertising. Here the advertisement is a pertinent extract of the nameset that represents the project, activity, collection, object, code module or machine part to be shared for commercial or other reasons. This type of nameset is embedded in a suitably flagged website that is accessible to a new type of bilateral search that uses subtractive reanalysis to filter out keys deemed unimportant and out-of-range values for following cycles. Because these transparent and accountable selections can be simply and speedily made or tested at any time, nameset frameworks can be identified and assembled much earlier. Work processes are relieved of artificial procedural constraints and impositions. Objectives are quickly broken down from the top so that ideas to achieve them can be detailed in context more creatively and productively.